Just for that shot.
That was sick. That was sick. Welcome back to the channel. Pilot Ryan here with another new one for you. Now, some of you recognize this one as it was a larger plane at 59-inch wingspan. Now, this super scale RC model of an air tractor has been released in ultra micro size. Guys, I'm gonna throw in some B-roll of the really cool wire suspension on the horizontal. It's got lights all over it. The wheels and the landing gear are super rigid. I really like that, the way they've been made. And the axles are bolts. So you guys that want to play with different tires, you absolutely can. I've got mine bound up to an NX10. The manual has real clear instructions for how to set this up with a DX radio. That means guys with a DXS radio can work it out. So good for somebody who's new to the hobby. And also IX and NX. Again, I'm on the NX10, set this up by the book, 100% full rate with 10% expo, and low rates 70 with 5% expo. Did the throttle cut, did the flap mix, all that by the book. The flap mix, full flaps is gonna be a 15% elevator compensation, and half flap is 7 if I remember correctly. Looks super scale. You pull the battery hatch off from the front, not the rear. It looks like you should be able to grab it from the rear, but do not do that. That's where the tongue and groove is to key it into the fuselage. So it's magnets up at the front. Very cool looking plane. We're about to take it up for its first flight right now. If you're interested in this plane, I've been doing RC for a long time. I really appreciate your support when you click through those affiliate links in the description. That helps tremendously. This is our full time at this point. So if you're not close to RC Fun Park, Hobbytown in Granger or Palm Desert, consider clicking that link if you're shopping for this new hot ticket. Let's go. Thanks, Horizon Hobby. Let's get this up. One thing I wanted to mention, I forgot, when you bind this up, it's already got safe already programmed in. All you simply have to do is flip the gear switch or channel 5 on your transmitter. So note the aileron, and then when I flip into safe, it deflects the aileron to level the plane. So if you're a low time pilot, you're gonna appreciate safe. If you hand launch this, safe is the way to go as well. I definitely suggest you read the manual because there's loads of great information, tips, and tricks in it. Yeah, all right, let's go. Oh, look at that, tail comes up. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of safe. And I love that this has lights all over it. And I'll put an info card in the video where you can see my video of the big one, the 1.5 meter air tractor, which is fantastic. And tossed around a little bit today. I'm gonna go full flap this time. Oh, I like it. Now I'm gonna go out to the south a little bit and come at us, nose into the wind. Beauty, look at that. It looks the part out here too. I mean, this is where you would see the full scale doing its thing, is somewhere like this. So we keep the wings flat and steer a lot of rudder and see what we can do. And this will run on 3S and 2S batteries. If you have the white style plug, there's a simple adapter you can get that'll take you to JST, which is what this plane's ESC is equipped with. And that means if you're sitting around on some 2S or 3S 280s, you'll be good to go. So scale and so small. And before the technology of AS3X, something small like this was actually quite a handful. I think it's just fantastic how now we got safe in, it's gonna be even more stable. Oh, wow. That wind's interesting. We're gonna get out of the flaps and out of safe. And I'm gonna try to speed it up for you guys, but keep it where he can get it. So I know it's out there. 3S 300. How smooth and quiet. Are you getting that okay? Just steep circles right out here in front. Stealth. Just gliding in right now. A little bit of rudder. Oh, that was awesome. AS3X only, no flaps on that touch and go. Nice and low. Looks so right over the farm fields here. Now we're going to do a half flap touch and go. So well behaved. So well behaved. I had the rudder corrected way before I got down to the ground, and it really kept itself nice and right, and that was an AS3X only. Full flap regalia. Oh my goodness, look at that beaut. Just drive it all the way. Ha! Man, that is awesome. Okay, one more time, and this time in safe. Now I have a lot less work to do. I don't have to fight the aileron at all. Just the rudder. So funny how this technology for beginners makes me look like one sometimes. Let's try that again. A left rudder correction, a little bit of right aileron, but not a lot because I do have safe in. Just manage the throttle. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? I'm gonna taxi it back and we're gonna get a hand launch. The sun is playing really rough, so we're gonna get on the other side of the field, put in another battery, and show you what's up. Taking off. And I am up. And we're gonna slow it down with full flaps, and we're doing a little bit of a different pattern, just to keep the nose into the wind a little bit, to try to really show this thing off in its best light. I love it. I love it. Sorry, man. It's a little different once you change things. I'm gonna come back from the same way. How cool. I just can't get over how perfect this looks here. So fitting to see you know, an agricultural workhorse out here where you would actually really see one. Just keeping it kind of mellow, full flaps. We're going to pass right here. See it getting buffeted a little bit. And if it's windy like this, you know, power through the turns. It's okay. Put that throttle on. Because the turns is where you're going to lose it if you're flirting with slow. You lose your lift a little bit when you angle that wing. It makes sense once you think about it. All right, so I'm going to put it in safe and do the same thing. Keep it here. Turn a lot of rudder, power through the turn. I think you guys are going to love this one. How cool is that? It's kind of neat once you find the nose finds the wind, you know, and you can really slow it down and get the camera on it. I really like that. We're gonna do it again. Rudder that turnaround, I'm in safe once again. Oh, I dig it. All right, I'm losing the flaps, taking safe off, and we're just gonna try to keep it out there in a bit of a pattern and wide enough so he doesn't lose it. And clown around a little bit. The knife edge is amazing. If any of you have flown the 1.5, you know that's true. Of course, really capable airplane, but not known as an aerobatic one, but it certainly doesn't disappoint. The typical amount of down pressure inverted is required and expected. It's so quiet, you have to really just trust your thumbs on the throttle because you don't hear much. Kicking the rudder there for a little bit of, let's show the top off. Beautiful. Power up, give it a big rudder turn, and glide back out of the power right there, back into it. What a beaut. The lights all over it are going to make this just a very versatile flyer for many of you. Now I think we're approaching time on this one. So we're going to land behind us on the runway, Qua.
Okay.
So I'm full flapping it. And we are going to bring it in. Nurse it to the runway. Oh, that was ugly on my fault. You know why? Because I got out of the power, let it get too slow and bounced it some. We got to redeem ourselves on that. Here we go, taking it off. Look at that. Crosswind and all, didn't even care. And safe, that looked amazing. The landing was not in safe, that was all me. But this landing will be in safe. Gliding in, a little bit of power now, take my own advice. Lot better with a little speed, I'll take it. All right, let's go, we're gonna regroup. We'll see you in a short. So 2S with the white connector is gonna work. Also, if you have the JST connector on the 300, no problem. And if you have this little adapter right here, you can make it work, which is awesome. Links to all this stuff in the description.
All right, rolling.
All right, we're gonna hand launch this time with half flaps and more nose into the wind. I've been doing it with a tailwind and it's dropped a lot. I'm probably, actually the wind has changed on us. I'm going like at you. Is that, you good with that?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go. So much better. Okay, here it comes, inverted. And safe. There we go, it rights the plane, isn't that cool? Full flaps in, high rate. We're gonna just crank it and show you how quick we can get it off. Of course, the nose is into the wind. You ready? And we're just gonna do a pattern over here and land it that same way. Wow, it's coming in hot with a tailwind on that. It about got wrecked on that dandelion. It's nice and easy, nose into the wind. Nurse it over here to the geotex. There you go. The E-flite Ultra Micro Air Tractor is a fun flying plane. Check out my video of the 1.5 version, the bigger version that runs on 3S and 4S. That's a treat as well. Links to the plane, links to all my social media, the batteries, the radio, all that stuff will be in the description. Thanks so much for using those. I'm Pilot Ryan with Pilot Ryan Media. We've been making videos for quite a while on the latest and greatest stuff that comes to the market. If you're a fan of RC like we are, stick around the channel. We'll see you in the next one.